Hello guys, welcome back to yet another interesting video. So with web update, OnePlus is rolling out some interesting features on OnePlus Nord 3. In this video, we'll talk about every change what OnePlus Nord 3 gets on the table with the latest update of OxygenOS 15. So here you can see we have our OnePlus Nord 3. First of all, let me show you the software information. Going to about section, you can see OxygenOS version is 15. And if you take a look at the version, which is 15.0.0.601. Also, this update comes with 1st Feb 2025 security patch. Currently, the OT update wasn't rolling out, so I had to manually install the update. I'll provide the file in the description below. The update size is somewhere around 1.13 GB. That's an incremental update file which can be used to update your device locally. Now, first of all, let me show you the change logs, and there are few changes which OnePlus haven't mentioned in the change logs. One of them is the good add-on, and there are few UI changes which I personally did not like. We'll talk about them also. Talking about the changes which are related to interconnection, system and camera. So we did click some photos before and after updating the device. I'll show you guys the results. But now before moving ahead guys, if you find the content useful to you guys, then make sure to smash the like button and also consider subscribing to our channel. First, talking about the changes, I mean the UI changes which I don't like and many other OnePlus users also don't like. And that's related to the shape being changed for the brightness and volume slider in the control center, and that's specific in the splits view. In the classic mode, we have the same style. Here by default they did not change it, and for those guys who are not aware, in the classic mode we do have an option to change the tile shape, but this option is not available in the splits mode. So if I tap on splits mode, you can see we only have the option of reset layout. Tapping on classic, we have an option to change the tile shape, and this shape under splits mode I personally don't like it. See, here they have kept the rounded corners, but here towards the bottom side they have made some changes. And in terms of design language, the control center layout is not uniform. I hope with further updates OnePlus do fix this thing or get back this shape. Because here if you see, all the bigger tiles have this rounded shape which is uniform in the entire layout. Now talking about an add-on which OnePlus haven't mentioned in the changelogs, and that's the circle to search feature. So the circle to search feature have been added even on OnePlus Nord 3 now. If you go to system and updates, system navigation, scroll down, you can see we have an option of circle to search. By default it's enabled. If you don't find it working, go to the system navigation option and enable it. So basically, if you are not aware about circle to search, it's a feature from Google which lets you search anything on the screen. You just have to long press on the nav bar and circle to search will pop up. You also have options like search, you can use the voice command, and there's this two features. One is this option to recognize the song being played nearby you. And it works great. Let me show you an example. So I'll play a song over here on this device. So here you can see I played the similar song on my other device, and that got recognized here with just a single tap. After that, we also have another option which is called translate option. So here you can see we have a page, and here text is available in English. Tapping on translate, by default device will automatically recognize the language present on the screen. After that, if you want to change to a different language, that can also be done. So for example, I'll select Hindi here, and now you can see the entire text have been converted into Hindi language. As it's a Google feature, so you have almost all the languages present. And this feature will also work if you are even using the camera. So for example, here I'll take a photo of this device. I won't take a photo, I mean to say I'll launch circle to search. And after that, I'll just draw a circle around the phone, and you can see it will now identify which device it is. This way you can use to translate things on signboards or if you're traveling in another country. You can also move around this pop-up of circle to search. Either you can keep it towards the bottom side or you can keep it towards the top side. You don't have any option to keep it anywhere on the screen. There are only two positions, one is top and second one is bottom. So this was the one feature which they haven't mentioned in the changelogs. Now let's talk about the changes which they have mentioned in the changelogs. So the first one is related to interconnection, which says now they have added support of beacon link. So beacon link is a nice feature which can be very useful if you are stuck somewhere and there is no mobile data, or even if there is no Wi-Fi connection. This feature can be found here in the settings. Going to network and internet, here you can see we have an option called beacon link. So for the first time, you'll see a pop-up. It says Beacon Link is developed and operated by OnePlus. It's an app that allows you to call people nearby and chat with them even if you don't have internet connection or mobile signal. To use this service, you need to enable Bluetooth. So now once I allow all the necessary permissions and I turn on the Bluetooth, it will recognize the phones which have this similar feature. This feature is available on my OnePlus Nord 4. And the beacon link is turned on. So here on Nord 4 you can see it says OnePlus Nord 3, and on OnePlus Nord 3 it says OnePlus Nord 4. You also have options like you can only allow calls or messages from the contacts. The actual range is 200 meters, but the connection may be affected by obstructions and signal interference from other devices. So if it's an open area, you can easily make a call up to 200 meters. And let me show you. I'll just try to call upon this number by selecting all as it says stranger. So here you can see we have a pop-up, and if I tap on it, it will also show you the device name, the person is stranger, and we have a similar layout like O dialer. You can see I'm easily able to talk to the other party. So this is another useful feature added by OnePlus on OnePlus Nord 3. After that, if you see the next change, which is layer to system, and here they say fix an issue that might cause animations to stutter. And yes guys, here you'll see a noticeable difference after updating the device. Now the animations are fast and you don't feel any kind of stutters or lags while using the device now. Previously, even if the device gets slightly warmed up, we used to see a little bit of lags, but that's not the case now. OnePlus have optimized OnePlus Nord 3 pretty well after this update. Later on in the system, we have integration of web security patch, and after that we have a change layer to camera, which says fixed an issue where the photos of people and scenes may become overexposed in night mode. So I did click some photos using the night mode, and here you can see all the samples. Before the update, images exhibited higher brightness level, leading to overexposed highlights and washed out details in certain areas. Contrast was inconsistent, sometimes reducing clarity in dark parts of images. However, after the update, the images have been slightly controlled. Highlights are now more balanced and the contrast appears smoother, preserving details better across different lighting conditions. The update also enhanced color accuracy, making image appears rich and more natural. Additionally, texture and fine detail seems to be sharper, improving overall clarity on OnePlus Nord 3. And now let's compare the benchmark scores before and after updating. So here, using the Geek Benchmark application, you can see scores are almost similar. I don't see any kind of difference in single core and multi-core, which we performed before updating the device and after updating the device. With Antutu Benchmark application also, we did notice slight improvements. These are the scores on the previous build. That time device scored 10,91,000, and on this latest build, I mean after updating, the device scored 11,23,000. In CPU throttling, results were almost similar. Maximum CPU throttle 60%, average GIFs were 3,28,000. This was on the previous build. After updating the device, maximum CPU throttle 59% and the average GIFs were 3,06,000. In Wildlife Extreme Stress Test, the stability scores are 48.3, and on this latest build, after the update I mean, scores were 48.3. And guys, we have done an in-depth review of OnePlus Nord 3. Make sure to check out the video which is being displayed on the screen. So guys, this was all about the latest update for OnePlus Nord 3. If you guys have any kind of questions, drop them in the comment section below. This is your friend Ashok signing out. See you guys in the next video.